Hi, hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome back to another reaction of Doctor Who. Today we're going to be watching episode number 2 of series number 8. And this is going to be the second episode with the new Doctor. I'm so excited to get into it. I really had a strange feeling of missing this Doctor already. Although I know him only from one episode, which is so weird. It's so weird. I tell you guys, I have never had that. Seeing a new Doctor and instantly click with him, it's so strange. This didn't even happen to me with David, which is so weird. I don't know. And it's not only because of the fact that I now know how regenerations work and that I'm more willing to let doctors go. No, this is about Peter Capaldi himself. Like his acting, the way he portrays the Doctor is so good. I really admire the way he's acting. It's phenomenal. I really love that. I thought about this all week, and I really think that I can compare him. This is only my personal opinion, though. I know the actor that I'm comparing him with, at least in Germany, he's a star. Like, he's one of the best actors we have in Germany, if not the best actor. But his way of acting really reminds me of Christoph Waltz. I don't know if you know that actor. A very good one. And the way he talks, like not the accent, but the calm, the quiet way in which he talks, a self-confident, eloquent, elegant, but yet not cocky kind of way he talks. I don't know if this is a good description. Bear with me here, but maybe some of you might know what I mean. But I really, really admire that. And I admire his humor as well. It's so good. I can't wait to hear more of his jokes. And also when he's sad or stressed, he plays that role so well that I just want to get into the screen and I want to hug him, and he's like a little puppy that needs my help and all that, you know? Which means he can awake my feelings with many, many emotions that he portrays, and that is so unique. Like, it's really, I don't know why or how that happened. I just know it did, and I really enjoy it. But before we get into today's episode, last week in my review, I didn't really talk about the episode itself, just because of, or at least about a topic that I did want to talk about, a very important one, just because I was talking about the actor in general and about what I like about the new Doctor kind of deal. So that was what I was talking about. But today, I mean, I made notes again. Because I was editing the episode this morning for YouTube, and there were things that I've noticed that I didn't notice in my first watch, or that I couldn't talk about. In the episode I couldn't, because there was too much going on, and there was no break in between. I couldn't talk about it. And in the end there, I kind of forgot about it because I was talking about Peter in general. Also, I'm gonna try and call this Doctor the Capaldi Doctor instead of the Peter Doctor, because I was reminded that we already had a Peter Doctor in classic episodes, and some people might be confused about that, so, or might not like it if I call him the Peter Doctor, because we already have an original Peter Doctor and he's Peter Doctor 1. So I'm gonna call him the Capaldi Doctor if I remember. I really hope I will. But if I do slip from time to time, please forgive me. I'm trying my very best. So let's get to my notes. Okay, we're talking about the Doctor, and we're talking about the very first scene where something odd happened. When he was searching in the trash for something, he was all alone by himself, and there was a stranger guy that we don't know. And the Doctor was kind of talking to him, kind of talking to himself. And he said things like, "Why did I choose this face?" Which is odd by itself, because since when does the Doctor choose his face? Since when does that happen? Because as far as I know, every time a Doctor regenerated, the first thing he did was like touching his face, touching his hair, looking at his body, just trying to figure out how he looks now. So why does this Doctor say he chose the face? Really weird. From that perspective. From the other perspective, because he also says things like, It's like I'm trying to tell myself something, like I'm trying to make a point, and what is so important that I can't just tell myself what I'm thinking? What is this all about? So he's a message for himself. And let's just pretend that he could choose his face. So he decides, because the message is so important, and maybe no one else can know because something would happen, like, for example, with the question of the doctor, the name of the doctor, nobody can know, and nobody can ask or answer the question because something bad will happen. We had that. So maybe this is kind of a related secret that no one else can know besides the doctor himself. So he made a riddle out of it, giving him this older face. I mean, I don't know what it's about. Like, what about this face? Which part of it is the riddle? Is it that he looks older? Is that it? Because we had also Clara, like, questioning herself or questioning the doctor, like, why does he look so old? Because he was so young and then he regenerated. Doesn't that mean that he renewed himself? Doesn't that mean he would look younger than before, or even the same age, or at least the same age? But he looks so much older. So is that the puzzle that he gave himself? He made himself look older? Or is it something else about the face? But all in all, it's just so strange. What secret could he hide from himself or from others? And the answer lies in his face. And again, I'm not even sure yet that he's even able to choose a face. So how does this even make sense? And I know this is probably going to be a theme for the main plot in this series. Probably, I don't know. So we're probably going to get the answer for that. But I'm just asking the questions because it doesn't make sense for me at this point in time. And maybe it shouldn't. I just wanted to talk about it. Then we go on. We're in the cellar now, like the cellar with the monsters. We're dropped from the restaurant and we're downstairs. And the moment he tries to escape, like the doctor, he turns around right before he runs out the door, or maybe he ran out the door already and came back. He turns around and he says, I've seen this before. And then he goes on talking about how his brain is putting it. He can't really remember. All he knows is that he's seen this before, but he can't remember where and when and why. So that's another hint, which is related to the face thing, I think. And it's so weird because I have read a comment on my page, not only one, two or three, of people telling me that we've seen the face before. They wouldn't tell me where or when because they thought that it might be a spoiler. And actually, I've thought about this the last days. I don't want to know because they were talking about how probably my mod could decide whether I should know that or not. And I've decided that I don't want to know. I want to, first of all, be surprised when it happens, when we get to see where we saw him before. Or, second, maybe probably wake up in the middle of the night or in the morning and be like, oh my gosh, I remember. I do want to have that feeling. I do want to keep this for me. So please don't tell me where we've seen him before. I don't want to know. Yeah, but I think that might be important for the story or to answer some of the questions that I have. So yeah, if there's a point in the story where I need to know, but they didn't tell me yet, like in this series, then you can tell me. But if I'm not really supposed to know, if it's still a mystery and you could know, but you don't have to, then don't. Okay, but he's seen it before. So does he mean he himself saw this before? Or does he mean another doctor, like the Mad Doctor, for example, the David Doctor, the Christopher Doctor, or even before that in the classic episodes, has been there before? Because it would still be him, even if it was another face. So I don't know what he's talking about. But I'm not supposed to. And also he knew about the breathing thing. He told Clara. in the restaurant, before any of that happened, even before we knew that the monsters had anything to do with breathing at all. And he knew, he told Clara. So how did he know? So that proves he's right. He probably was there before, or he has seen it before. Maybe he wasn't there in person, but maybe, I don't know, had a crystal ball and the ball showed him. I have no idea. That's another hint for the very same thing. I think all those things that I'm talking right now are related to each other and are all the same thing, all the same big puzzle, and are just little pieces. But we're missing the key. The next thing is not about the doctor, or not, yeah, it's also doctor related, but it's at the end when Clara and the doctor are in the TARDIS. And the doctor asks Clara, he says to her, "You phoned the TARDIS before. Where did you get the number from?" And Clara replies, "Oh, there was this woman in the shop that gave me the number." And the only episode I could think of where Clara phoned the TARDIS was the episode The Bells of St. John. Was that the name of the episode? The one where the Mad Doctor is far in the past. He's doing something with monks in a cave or something, and then there is a TARDIS. And Clara calls from her home, from her time. And then I went back to that episode and I looked it up again. I watched that scene. And even the Mad Doctor asked her back then, "Where did you get that number from?" Because Clara didn't even know that she was calling the doctor. And she said, "Yeah, there was this woman in the shop." She said the very same thing. And she says, "That woman told me it's like the helpline that you have to call if you're having a problem or something. The world's best helpline." So she didn't even know she was calling the TARDIS. So we don't get an answer to that. That's another question to a very big puzzle. It's so strange. I mean, we're at the start of a series, and it's normal that we do get so many hints for things that are going to happen in the future. But it's so weird, because I feel as if I'm so close to the answer. But then again, I don't think I am. Oh, and also there was one thing that I wrote down, but I think I have the answer to that one, because I was like writing down that before Clara ran out to TARDIS and like took the call from the Mad Doctor, the Capaldi doctor said, "Pick up the phone, it might be your boyfriend." So I was wondering, how did he know that it would be the Mad Doctor? Because that's what he's implying. But then again, he's the doctor, so he made that call. So yeah, this question is bullshit. I wrote it down first, and then my brain started like working, actually. So the last thing that I want to talk about, and then we get right into the episode, and I'm sorry for the longer intro today, but it's really important for me. I do want to talk about these things. I'm so deep into the Doctor Who stuff. I do want to talk about it. I do want to tell you what I'm thinking. Okay, so the woman in the garden in the end there, she said, and I missed that one in my very first watch. I heard it, but I didn't process it because I was still thinking about whether this is the garden of the episode with Amy or not. This is what my head was thinking, and I didn't listen to what they were saying, by the way. Judging by a comment that I read on Patreon, I was right. It is the garden. But what I was missing was what the woman said to this evil guy. Because she said that the doctor is her boyfriend. Like, what? Her boyfriend? And it also goes on. She says, "I do like his new accent, though. I think I might keep it." What the heck? So now she's created the new doctor? And she's created the new accent? I mean, they kind of implied she was a mysterious figure that created this paradise thing. I don't know if they implied whether she would be like a goddess or something like that, or the god. But I mean, she said she might keep it, which means that she created it in the first place, or that she's able to change it. She would be able to change it, but she doesn't. But she will not do it. So how powerful is this woman? So the doctor said he chose his face, but she says I chose the accent. So he chose his face, she chose the accent, then they mixed it up. I don't know how that works. And why the hell is he supposed to be a boyfriend? What is going on? I have no idea. I mean, if she is that powerful, maybe she has powers to create something. I don't know. Maybe she has something to do with the TARDIS. And also, what I was wondering, she said that this would be like the garden and it's supposed to be paradise and supposed to be the promised land. So if this is God or some holy being and paradise, why is that evil guy in there to try to kill humans? Like, that doesn't make any sense, does it? He shouldn't be in heaven, he should be in hell. Also, it was really interesting that they didn't like tell us whether the doctor was pushing that guy or if he tripped. Because I was wondering when I watched the episode, but I thought that they kind of implied that the doctor pushed him. But then the woman said that she was talking about it and she was saying something along the lines of, yeah, we'll never know, or only he knows, or something like that. It's very interesting as well. So we don't know whether he pushed him or not. So maybe because the doctor killed him, he ended up in paradise, and if he killed himself, he wouldn't. But then again, he's evil. No matter how he died, he was evil. How did he end up in paradise? And doesn't make any sense. So many questions. Okay. But that's it with the questions. I'm done. I'm too deep into the Doctor Who, all of that kind of deal. I tell you guys, it's been 90 minutes and I'm talking right now unedited. But I've been thinking about all of that for 7 days now. It's so weird. Oh my gosh. It's so weird. I want to get answers. But I'd say you've waited long enough. We're going to go into the next episode, and I've waited long enough because I want to watch the next episode as well. Let's get into this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see Capaldi again. I am so excited, really. By the way, what I'm expecting from the episode is, because it's the second one, and the last one already picked up on various puzzles and on various like main story themes, I guess. I think this episode is going to be a more like loose episode from the main part of the series. I don't think we will have many one-off episodes like I'm expecting this one to be, because the series is very short. So we need to like really talk about the main stuff. But I think for the second episode, they probably chose to have a little bit like a slower one, maybe a funny one, to introduce the new Doctor, to make it easier for us to like him, even if I don't need that. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. That is what I'm thinking. I think it's gonna be a more mellow, funny, probably plain. Well, not in a really negative way, but nothing really important is going to happen main plot wise. And I don't know, one-off episode. That's what I'm thinking. Let's get into it. Oh, Star Wars again. You gotta be kidding me. No, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Daleks? Okay. Okay. So that's probably why I couldn't like read the title, is it? I'm not gonna look at it in the intro though, just in case it's not it.
I'm Lieutenant Journey Blue of the Combined Galactic Resistance. I demand you take me back to my command ship, the Aristotle.
You demand?
No, hey, not like that.
You will take me back to my command ship, which is currently positioned.
No.
Did you just listen to him? Please?
Will you take me back to my ship? Please?
Yeah.
The Aristotle's the big fella. Parked.
We're having manners in this ship, right? At least he does, which I love.
It's smaller on the outside.
Yeah, it's a bit more exciting when you go the other way.
True.
Leave any wounded, and we don't take any prisoners.
Where do I know that face from? I know that actor.
So we're still going to kill you.
You're gonna do what?
It's a roller coaster with you, isn't it?
He might be a duplicate.
He's a doctor, and we
Doctor?
have a patient.
Oh. Oh, okay. He's talking about the profession. I thought you were talking about a Time Lord.
You're a doctor, aren't you? And this is your patient.
A Dalek? A Dalek! Oh no. Oh my gosh.
You can't put me in there.
I want to see him angry. Somehow, I do have the feeling that that Mr. Capaldi is capable of giving us the scene that I really loved with the Christopher Doctor back then when he looked into the Dalek's eye, and he said, what did he say? Like something along the lines of, "I did it. I was responsible for it," and really angry. Oh my gosh, I want to see that because I think he can do it so much better. He can be really angry. Also, I do know the actor, but I do know him from a show that I did watch in German because I don't remember that accent. I would remember that accent.
You think you're funny, Fleming?
Yes, sir.
All right, me too. Dismissed.
Clara, hi. What's your school?
Any questions?
Sir, have you ever killed a man?
What kind of question is that?
Have you ever killed anyone who wasn't a soldier?
Just to repeat, that's all the questions on page 32, except the last one,
That means yes.
and then everything on page 33. All that.
Oh. Oh, a poor man.
You shoot people and then you cry about it afterwards.
Oh.
Something wrong?
Oh gosh. Everyone's just reminding him about this one time.
Anyway, I've left.
What a weird conversation.
Seems like the best idea ever.
Oh.
No, I'm not. Actually, now that you mention it, seems like the best plan ever. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh no! Oh shit! Did you hear him talking?
How long have you been there?
Longer than you would like.
Shoot. Hi.
Where the hell have you been?
You sent me for coffee.
3 weeks ago. In Glasgow.
2 weeks, that's a long time.
In Glasgow.
Oh, when the other episode ended.
You're not a young woman anymore.
Yes, I am.
Well, you don't look it.
I do look it.
Oh,
That's right. Keep your spirits up.
he's such a charm boy.
I need something from you. I need the truth.
Uh-huh. What's it gonna be?
It must be honest, and cold, and considered, without kindness or restraint.
No, I'm afraid.
Tell me, am I a good man?
How much time do you have?
Thought it was deactivated, so we tried to disassemble it.
You didn't realize there was a living creature inside.
Not till it started screaming.
Not my problem.
Daleks must be destroyed.
Daleks must be What
Wait,
did you just say?
yeah. I just processed.
A good Dalek.
There's no such thing.
No.
That's a bit inflexible. Not like you.
Because he still wants to destroy. He just changed the narrative.
I should give you a raise.
You're not my boss. You're one of my hobbies.
Cute.
She's some other world.
I'm Miss Clara.
Yeah, my carer. She can, so I don't have to.
She carries so I don't have to. I love him.
How do you get into a Dalek's head?
That wasn't a metaphor.
These are nano controllers.
Wait. Souffle Clara was in a Dalek, caught in a Dalek. Don't tell me the Doctor was responsible for that.
Still didn't catch your name.
Journey, blue.
Blue.
Maybe it's something else. Maybe I'm overreacting.
Ever microwave the lasagna without pricking the foam on top?
It explodes.
Don't be lasagna.
Nanoscale.
Don't be less. Oh wow, look at that. This is so cool.
Good luck, all of you.
Oh wow, look at that. I'm enjoying this so much.
You've seen nothing yet.
Look at that.
What are the lights?
And the audio.
Oh, hello, Rusty. Perfect analog of a living being, and you just hurt it. So what's gonna happen now?
That's not good. Oh, humans are stupid.
Stay calm. We're gonna get you out of this.
Can you?
Ross, swallow that. What is it? Trust me.
Just do it. What?
Just a spare power set, but I can track the radiation signature. I need to know where they dumped the bodies.
I thought you were saving him!
He was dead already. I was saving us.
Wow. Okay. So much for the am I good person talk.
Jump! Everyone, jump!
That must be one hell of a ride.
People, Daleks need protein.
People.
Occasionally they harvest from the victims. This is a feeding tube.
Ew.
Top layer, if you want to say a few words.
A man has just died. You will not talk like that!
His humor got so dark. I love it.
A hole for a bolt. Does nobody get that?
Also, there's the puns.
Decontamination tubes are hot.
How can you not love this Doctor? He's just great. I love everything about him. Oh my gosh.
Any remarks about my hips will not be appreciated.
Ah, your hips are fine. You're built like a man.
Thanks.
He just doesn't hold back.
How's he working out?
It's hard to say.
I've got it. I know what's wrong with him.
I know where I know the actor from.
Well, you know how I said this was the most dangerous place in the universe?
Yeah, you said
I
that.
was wrong. It's way more dangerous than that.
More dangerous than the universe? Okay.
What?
More what?
What did you see?
The birth of a star.
So you saw a star being born, and you learned something. Oh, Dalek, do not be...
Does he talk about the paradise thing that we've seen at the end of the last episode? Was he in that paradise and now all of a sudden he's good? Okay. So now what?
Rusty.
The malfunction is
Does he want to kill other beings now?
Weapons charged. Oh no. Exterminate.
No, don't kill him. I just found out where I know him from. By the way, I do know him from the TV series Sex Education. He's a music teacher. Yeah, we've been there before. Weapons don't work. But we're still inside it. Can't we do anything about that?
The rebel ship has been identified.
Great. Yay! More Daleks. We don't need those.
I gave it a shot. It didn't work out. It was a Dalek. What did you expect?
No more talking. You are done. Okay. New objective. We are taking this Dalek down.
No one could have known.
What's that look for?
It's the look you get when I'm about to slap you. You thought there was a good Dalek. What difference would one good Dalek make?
Yeah, all the difference in the universe, but it's impossible.
All the difference.
Think about it. Is that what we learned?
Journey, what the hell's happening?
We learned how we could like turn them good, even if they're not really good. What damage we could do to them so that they turn good. Is that what we learned? So what is your plan, Doctor? Yeah.
Something better.
What? Great. By the way, the visuals, look at that. It looks so freaking good. Oh my gosh, I love it. I still haven't forgotten that one version of Clara was caught inside the Dalek. Just wanted to mention it. Just in case.
You need to get up there, find that moment, and reawaken it.
Me?
How?
Yes, you. Good idea. It will be open again, and I will show it something that will change its mind forever.
What?
Not a clue.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but your plan sounds a little like... I think it has some holes in it.
Is he mad or is he right? I've come this far.
I don't know. But it's the Doctor. We should trust him. Even though...
Is this worth it?
he doesn't know.
I can turn one Dalek, I can turn them all. I can save the future.
Oh, okay. We're sure about that. Wait a minute. She's not dead?
Hello.
Is
I'm
that
Missy.
the Paradise Woman? Oh, hello.
Would you like some tea?
So... Oh my gosh, so much cake! Oh, I want to go to heaven. I'm hungry. Where's the other soldier though? The one that died first? Isn't he in heaven?
What if the dog spots are hidden memories? What if one of those is the Dalek seeing the star?
Seriously?
I mean, what else do we got?
Antibodies?
Oh, it changed color.
Let's see if there's an on switch.
I saved your life.
Oh no, Clara is separated. Aww.
Daleks do not have souls.
Oh no. Well, imagine if you did. What they, Rusty?
Can't we please not do that? Thanks.
Your memories. I'm about to give some back to you.
Are you okay, Clara?
She bring milk?
You better get a move on. There's company coming.
Oh no. We have to hurry now. Thank God I have so many doors that they can close behind them. That it? Did she do it?
Oh, you did it! It's rebooting! The antibodies have reset!
Oh, yes, she did it. Okay.
I remember.
What do you remember?
You saw the truth, Rusty. Remember how you felt.
the Doctor Who makers really hate me. Yeah, will we be able to manipulate all the other Daleks as well?
I'm part of you. My mind is in your mind. Remember how you feel right now. Put it inside you and live by it.
Wow.
Divinity, I see hatred.
Yeah, that's in there as well.
God save us all! Daleks must be exterminated!
Okay, he's fighting against other Daleks again. Those weapons are effective. I don't know how to feel about this though. I don't know. It should feel better than it feels actually, but it still feels kind of bad.
Exterminated!
Of course they are. That's what you do, isn't it?
That's what you do as well. I mean, he got the idea from you. But
Journey.
Uncle Morgan.
he only thinks like that because they are killing everyone.
Victory is yours, but it does not please you.
You looked inside me and you saw hatred. That's no victory.
You are a good Dalek.
That's not the first time we heard that. The first time we saw the Daleks, one of them told the Doctor you would be a good Dalek.
I'm sorry.
But it doesn't mean that he's a bad man only because he has hatred for the Daleks. I mean, the hatred is justified. They killed millions of humans and other beings.
Take me with you.
What? No, we can't do that. We have Clara.
You're definitely brave. I just wish you hadn't been a soldier.
I don't know.
Don't know. Oh, whether he's a good man.
I don't know. But I think you tried to be, and I think that's probably the point.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey! Danny!
Have you changed your clothes?
Yeah, she did.
You might have a rule against soldiers.
No? No, not at all. Not me.
Yeah, not her. That was the other one. That was the other one. I don't want to see anything. Why doesn't it stop? God damn it. Didn't hear anything. Just saw a picture. Okay, all right. Interesting episode. So it was some kind of a one-off storyline, like a self-contained one with the Daleks and all that. But we also learned a little more about this new Doctor and about the way he thinks and about like how he feels, what he thinks he is, who he thinks he is. He's not sure. Which makes me think, did any of the other Doctors ever question themselves? Like in terms of like they regenerated and they weren't sure anymore whether they were a good person or not? It might be the case, but it doesn't, like, I don't remember it right now. Seems way more obvious with the Capaldi Doctor now. He doesn't know. Doesn't know anything about his personality or about anything, to be honest. He doesn't really know about his personality. But yet again, another very, very, very good episode of this show. It was fantastic. I loved it from start to finish, although it had Daleks in it. But I have to say, first of all, the story was interesting, and I always said that the Daleks themselves are really good enemies if you write them a good background story, and this time they really did. I like the psychology side of that. even if it wasn't too deep, if you really look into it, it seemed deeper than it was actually, because we already knew that a Dalek wouldn't be good. A Dalek is produced to hate. So, and I said that in the very beginning already, when the Doctor was still asking himself and also Clara whether this Dalek would be a good one or not. He just changed the narrative due to some reason, like some external reason, like we later find out. But the hatred really never stopped. And I think we used this storyline, and we used also a Dalek, which is interesting to use a Dalek for that one. Well, maybe not. Maybe the Dalek is the perfect enemy for that. Because A, we already know it. We don't need to explain it. We can concentrate on the story because the enemies are already introduced. And a Dalek is a very easy enemy. It's not a complicated one. We don't have to explain much stuff. We can like take this Dalek and explain the story that we want to explain to the viewers about the Doctor by using the Dalek as a vessel, kind of. And I like this kind of storytelling. We're not straight to the point. We're not like, oh, by the way, today we're going to talk about the Doctor's personality and how much hatred is inside him. But we take this other being that's very simple and we already know it. We don't have to explain much. So we can use it to talk through it and tell our story through it. That's how I felt. And I liked it. I really did. Although I was afraid like all the time that Clara would like stay inside the Dalek because something stupid happened. I was always thinking whether the shirt she wore in that scene, like the one with the lips, if that was a shirt that she wore when we found her in the TARDIS. But I don't think so. So I liked the story. I liked the psychology type story that we had with this one. Yeah, but if we really think about what we've learned, just like I said, it wasn't too deep. We didn't learn too much. There wasn't really anything new that we've learned because we already know that the Doctor wants to be a good person. There's also very much hatred inside him for the beings that, I mean, the Daleks, come on. That's another, like, really good reason why we chose the Daleks. Because of their story, because of their history with the Doctor. Like, we learned about Gallifrey like a few weeks ago, what happened. And we do know them from the very first episode where we saw them in New Who and with Christopher, how he reacted to the very first Dalek. So we know their history. It was a really good choice to use Dalek, like really. But coming back to my first thought, what did we really learn about the Doctor? What new thing did we learn about him? And we didn't. It was like kind of a repeat of stuff that we already knew about the Doctor with another face. Let's phrase it like that. Maybe we just want to make sure that people still remember that this is the Doctor. Last time we kind of established that we talked about how he is still the same person, although his face changed in certain character traits, like he's not a hugging guy anymore and stuff like that, like small changes. But this episode we established that inside he is still the very same. Like the roads of the Doctor are the very same. And he's still a very conflicted person with so much love and so much hate inside him. And also, oh my gosh, I said it in the last review, but this dark humor of the Capaldi Doctor is the best. Oh my gosh. And I'm catching myself laughing about bad situations that happen to other people that I shouldn't be laughing about just because he makes a joke about it. And like, oops, this black humor, I love that. I love that. And I love the way he's so witty. He is so witty. He's like, he can like do one joke after the other. He's like 3 jokes in a minute. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my brain first has to comprehend the jokes and understand them in order to laugh. And then he already told 5 more jokes. Because I don't know how he does that. He speaks calm, but fast. at the same time. I don't know how that works. So strange. But I love that actor. I could watch like 20 hours of him being the Doctor, and I will probably. I hope he's going to be the Doctor for a long time, because it is so much joy. It is so much joy to watch him, like really. And I can't wait to watch more. I can't wait. Is there anything that we have to talk about other than that? I don't think so. Clara and the possible new boyfriend, I don't know. I mean, he seems kind of cute. I don't know if we do not know enough of him yet to be able to tell whether he would be a fit for Clara or not. I mean, he seems nice. So, yeah, maybe. I guess we'll find out in the next episode. Okay, everyone. Time for the rating, I guess. Shall we go into the rating? Oh, by the way, I wanted to look. Oh, Mission Dalek. Okay. Thanks for that spoiler. Oh my gosh. Why do they always do that? Okay, the English title is Into the Dalek. Why do they have to name the Daleks? Why? It's such a big spoiler, but yeah, I guess you Doctor Who viewers who are watching Doctor Who when it airs, like the episodes that do air, you're used to spoilers by now. Many of you have told me that they were spoiled by the BBC anyway, so yeah, you poor people. Okay, the rating for the episode. What would I rate the episode? I'd give it a... well, it was very entertaining. It was a good episode. I liked the visuals. I liked the audio. I liked the writing. I liked the pretend depth that we went to. Like, it was just a pretend depth. It wasn't really... like I said, we didn't learn anything new about it. It was like the surface that we've already known. But anyways, it felt very entertaining throughout. So I'd say I'd give it a 7.9. That's my rating for the episode. I liked it. Let's make it an 8.0. 8.0. I want to have it in this 8-point thingy because I did like it. So let's see what IMDb says. 7.6, yeah, I thought that. Yeah, it's not a surprise to me, to be honest. Oh my god, that's a cute picture. It looks as if he's like petting the Dalek. Really cute. Okay, everyone. That's it for this week's episode. In 1 week, you're going to see the next episode. And until then, I wish you a very nice day. Let me know what you think about this episode, because it's rather, I don't know, I'm divided, kind of. I don't know really what to think about it. On the one hand, it was really good. On the other hand, it was kind of bland if you start looking behind the bigger picture, if you know what I mean. So let me know what you thought about it, and I will see you next week. Until then, have a nice day. Bye!